Welcome back everyone, Mariah here, and in today's video we are going over the price of Bitcoin, the price action. We're going to be looking at other coins like Ethereum, Nexo, Mana, Link, Dot. I'm going to be telling you my investment strategy for someone who asked me today what the heck should they do with $250,000 in the bank. And I am sorry, I have been neglecting you guys over the past week. I had a friend in town. I was showing her all over the island of Puerto Rico. I wanted to give her as much attention as possible. And in the meantime, you guys are just blowing up my channel. Like, the growth has been awesome. I finally got to apply for monetization. And you know what? Let's go ahead and start this video out by seeing if YouTube has accepted me. So usually it takes, I feel like it took about a month or longer when I clicked the monetize button on my other channel. But let's see here. Important notifications. Congratulations, you have been accepted. Wait a second, where did that message go? Hold on. Congratulations, you've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. You can now monetize your channel and contact support. I didn't even know I couldn't contact support before. This is wild, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and turn monetization on all of this. I can't wait to share with you guys how much this channel is going to make me, because I want you to feel inspired to also, I'm like getting so excited. Oh my gosh. I can monetize my channel. My name is Mariah Monetize, and now I can finally monetize my YouTube channel. This is freaking epic and amazing, and I am so excited. I clearly can't hide it. This is just a milestone for me, you guys, because I have started and stopped this channel like 17 times, and I just needed the momentum to keep me going. So I did it. Thank you so much. And if you don't want to watch the ads, what I must tell you is this: if you're on YouTube a lot, paying for premium to where you don't have to buy ads is a game changer. It saves you so much time. You'll probably end up watching more videos, more content. I don't recommend many things to buy, but that is like the best $12 I spend every month, is not having to watch YouTube ads. Okay, so let's get into the price of Bitcoin. I'm sorry I've been leaving you guys hanging over the past few days as I've been busy showing my friend the island of Puerto Rico. But obviously, Bitcoin hit a high. What day was that? April 14th, the high, $64,899. Fun fact, on January 31st, I made a bet that Bitcoin would hit like 65.7 in 30 days, and clearly I lost that bet. I lost $2,000, but we have seen the low over the last week. It came in on April 18th. The low was 51,300. I hope you bought the dip, guys. I hope some of you put in those orders low and bought that dip. So the daily chart is looking We're making a lower low. We might see, like 4 more days of pullback and then head to the upside. But my gut is telling me it's gonna take a few weeks, and it's probably not gonna happen this month, to make a new all-time high. It would have been the right time to go short on Bitcoin when this red 2 started trading below this red 1. It's kind of hard to see, but this is a red 1 right here where my cursor is. So the low here was 59.7, and that would have been the time to probably go short on Bitcoin if you were going to be shorting it. So we're not out of the woods yet. The daily chart is just not looking that hot, to be completely honest with you. Pulling up the 12-hour chart here, the low of this candle, 54,344, 53, let's see. Yeah, so this red 2 has started trading below this red 1. I don't know if I would necessarily short Bitcoin at this point. Obviously the time to do it was on that daily chart, but 12-hour chart, not really looking all that good. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. You can see here that, like, when it comes to the body of the candle, there's a lot of support at this line here, this channel that Bitcoin has been trading in and out of. There isn't a ton of clarity here on this 4-hour, but one thing to keep in mind is that when this green moving average starts trading above the red, when it crosses over, it could be the right time to jump in. The 1-hour chart here, also not a ton of clarity, but not looking bullish, definitely looking more on the bearish side. We crossed right here the green moving average over the red, but it's kind of headed in this direction of where it could be crossing back down again. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 30 minute. The 30 minute is looking completely bearish as this red 2 is trading below the red 1, and the price there was at about 55,650. But as you can see here, this really light blue moving average could be holding up, and then we might be bouncing off of that. That would be great. But I wouldn't say we're out of the woods yet. The time to sell isn't now. I've thought about selling some of my crypto and buying in lower, but the risk to reward ratio, I just don't necessarily feel all that comfortable with it. The 15-minute chart could be showing us something here, right? We got like a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high. As long as, this right here doesn't start trading below about 55.3, then the 15-minute chart could continue to the upside. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart doesn't look good at all. We are making lower lows, and let's see, where did this top? This topped here at 56,102. Oh yeah, 56,140. Yeah, so technically lower high here on this 5-minute. Let's just take a look for fun at the 1-minute chart. 1-minute chart, also not showing a ton of clarity at the moment. How about Ethereum? Ethereum is crushing Bitcoin, okay? The Ethereum pair is crushing Bitcoin. Ethereum at 2432, which isn't really all that far. I mean, right now, we might see Bitcoin trading sideways, and it might be just time for Ethereum to take off, because Ethereum has just been really warming up for that move that we know that's going to happen, where it kind of starts not correlating with Bitcoin as much anymore, and it just is off to the races. So we saw the all-time high of Ethereum at, let's see here, where was our all-time high of Ethereum? At about 2550, and we're currently at 2432. We are not that far from Ethereum all-time highs. Let's go ahead and work backwards. The daily chart looks better, a lot better for Ethereum than it does for Bitcoin. Let's go look at the 12-hour. 12 hours looking pretty hot, actually. So if Ethereum goes above its previous all-time highs, it's off to the races. This is bullish right here, right? You could have traded right here, got in when this green 2 went above the green 1, and I use the TD sequential system. If you guys did not know that, let's take a look here at the 4-hour chart. We might see a little bit of a pullback here, and then more room to the upside as we top potentially here on this 9. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. Beautiful, really, really nice. Could see a couple more hours of upside, pull back, and then just keep on rocking and rolling. Yeah, so Ethereum looks like it's probably gonna pull back a little bit. Probably not a terrible idea to sell a little bit of Ethereum if you have some. Actually, let me see if I have any in my Coinbase account, because if I do, I'm gonna sell at least one. Yeah, I don't really have any Ethereum in here. I'm trying to think of, I could probably try to think of where I got my Ethereum at. I might be able to make a transition on BlockFi to maybe turn it into a stable coin. I'm gonna check that a little bit later, but I think it's not a bad idea to sell off a tiny bit of Ethereum at this point, just to lock in some gains, because it's doing really, really well. And you can see here Ethereum versus BTC chart. I mean, it's just on a roll. Might see a little bit of a pullback here, like it might be supported by this moving average at about 0.042, or this one down here at 0.04256. Nexo doing pretty darn well, really holding its ground, right? I am super excited that I bought all of those Nexo tokens that I did. We saw an all-time high of Nexo at about 411. I didn't even realize that I got that high because I've been so distracted. I've had no time to look at the charts lately. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a closer look. Nexo's looking good, and today it's down 2.5% against Bitcoin, but overall it's holding its value pretty darn well. Dogecoin. Can you believe it, guys? I used to have millions of these. I used to have millions of Dogecoins. I sold all of them when I consolidated my portfolio back in like 2018. But let me tell you what, someone's getting really rich off Dogecoin. I just have no idea who the heck it is. DOT at 35.67. Just to kind of give you guys an update, what I talked about earlier was someone that told me they have about 250,000 in the bank, US dollars, what they should do with it. This person is, I think, mid to late 60s. So I think everyone's approach has to be completely different. It's hard for me to like say what I would do because I love the high risk approach. I'm young, I could do it. If I lose everything, I could build it all back up again. Not quite the same for someone in their 60s. And so I told him probably like Bitcoin and Link, maybe go like 70-30 because he already has a decent exposure to Bitcoin, but he doesn't have a good exposure to Link. Link, I think, is going to react eventually like what the Binance coin did. Go from like, I don't know, $40 to what, like 400? Oh my God, it's 576? I have been sleeping. This is an entertaining video because this is like all a surprise to me. So BNB has topped at $638. You guys, are you kidding me? I used to have a bunch of these when they were like $18. And it looks super bullish as is on the daily. The green 2 is trading above the green 1. What the heck is going on with BNB? Okay, I think that Link has a possibility to do something similar. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Not a bad idea. Bitcoin Cash actually doing somewhat decent. Ethereum Classic made a run for it. I had bought in a few more a couple weeks ago. It went up to $50 and I was getting in at about 14. Killing it right there. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? Mana, I'm finally in the profit because my average price was about 108, now trading at 137. Might not be a bad idea for me to sell off a little bit. I just need to kind of like regroup and look at my entire portfolio and maybe sell off a little bit just to protect myself because I think it's still possible to see more downside in the entire cryptocurrency market. Congratulations to all you XRP bag holders. I hope you all are making a ton of money out there with your XRP. And the Coinbase has finally hit the market, gone public. Let's see how it's going. It hit an all-time high of about $430. It has hit a low of $302. I think I'm just kind of gonna let Coinbase do its thing. I might get in a little bit just to say I have some and just to not miss out on all the gains that will eventually take place. Basically, I think the CEO, Brian Armstrong, sold about 1.5% of his whole Coinbase holdings. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what Coinbase does over time. So that's kind of my thought process there. I'm looking for something to sell. I'm not really sure what it's gonna be yet. I think that Bitcoin still has the potential to correct even more than it has already, okay? So we see it here. I'm gonna go and take a look at the weekly because the weekly is going to give us a little bit more clarity, in my opinion, when it comes to hitting these like moving averages, okay? So the weekly chart looks really interesting, right? So you could see that when Bitcoin went down this week to about the $51,000 range, it bounced like perfectly off this moving average. You see that? Like perfectly. Insane. Like unbelievable. So if Bitcoin continues to like bounce off another moving average in the coming weeks, I anticipate this moving average to increase and it to be like probably in the $45,000 to $47,000 range. If you want to set some low orders, I would say like 45 to 49 wouldn't be a bad idea. You may be able to pick up some Bitcoin at one heck of a deal. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much. If you want to support my channel, please use the links down below. And I'm just super excited about this channel and what's to come and sharing more with you guys. Let me know what you want me to make videos about. I want to be able to teach you as much as I can. I get to learn in the process. It's a win-win for all of us. And that's all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.